Um, Good afternoon, people. I want to review my trades for today. Today is a huge day for me, up about uh, $1,215, with a lot of trades on a beautiful day for the market amid election uncertainty. We still don't have a, um, a new president in terms of the results of the election. However, the market still, you can see the SPY is up 2.5% today. The Nasdaq QQQs was up, at some point was up 5% today and closed up 4.5%. So that's a lot for today, which is crazy. I have no idea why it does that, but it doesn't matter as long as I have clear trends in the market. So Tesla, my very first trade today, as you can see, I took 50 shares at 9:32 a.m. 431.21 was the price. I took it right, actually about here. Okay. Tesla started today with a gap up. As you can see, yesterday's close was here, 423, and today it started at 430. That indicates a gap up for Tesla. So it went down a little bit as I anticipated. And then as soon as I saw that it can come back to its previous high, pre-market high, I'm sorry, the first candle's high, about 431, 20 was a good entry. As soon as I saw that, I entered. Now my stop loss would have been at 427, so 3-point stop loss. With 50 shares of Tesla, that was like $150 risk. Now look at the target. It went up and away to 435. So I took a partial, 10 shares at 432 when I got a point, and then 20 shares at 435. And then, as it came back down here, I recognized that it had failed, so I exited. As you can see, 431.84, which was, in retrospect, a very good exit. As you can see, throughout the day, it never came back to that point. So my first successful trade in Tesla. Despite the market going up for today, something else that I was able to do was NIO. So NIO is the Chinese EV again. NIO was up about quite a bit. So yesterday it closed at 35, and today it started at 37. So that's about like a 5% increase. As you can see, the gap up between previous days close and then today's opening. However, I still went to short NIO, as you can see here. At 950, I shorted NIO. Short selling means you borrow shares to sell at a certain price with the hope that later on it comes down so that you can buy it and give back the shares that you borrowed. So I shorted NIO 3660 at 950. The reason why I took that, so 3650 is about 950. Yeah, so it's about here. And the reason why I took that was because, as you can see, NIO started, gap up, came down, went up, is here, but then came down, then failed to move up. As you can see, it hit its head against this VWAP line and starts to come down. So this, you can call that a bear flag, meaning it wants to come down. So I entered here, the previous low of like 3660. I entered at this point. Stop loss would have been at maybe about 37. So 50 cents. I took 300 shares, a $90 loss at most. But then it delivered quite a bit of money. I bought back to cover at I think an average of 30. So I got 30 cents on NIO on 300 shares. So that's like a $90 winner. The most profitable trade today would have been BABA. As you can see, I take many trades during the day. Where did I see BABA? Okay, bought BABA. Actually took many trades in BABA, but you can see the very nice leg up today. All right. The great entry point for BABA would have been here, right at this candle, with the price of about 290, 291.70 or 292 would have been safer. And the reason for that is because you see it came up, it hit that 270 to that 292 level, came down, then reattempt, tried to move at that, but failed. You say that means, you say that as testing that 292 level. It pulled back just a little bit, and then it went for a second trial of that 292 level, at which point it was able to break that to the upside. So I entered, I think this first trade, was it at 10? Yeah, this first trade, I think it entered 50 shares. I got to that point. Now my biggest order was at 1122. So about right here, 100 shares, right? So because I believed in BABA, I entered at this area, 294. As you can see, this is a cup and handle formation for BABA. As you can see, this is a cup, right? And then here's the handle. Cup and handle formation for BABA. And then after that, it just went up and away. I think partly because I was also lucky on today. 100 shares at 294.40. Highest price is at 299. So that's like a 4 to 5 points trade on 100 shares. So that's a very big winner for today. It all happened in the morning. In the afternoon, I took ZM at 472. So as you can see, ZM started, it's actually a crazy day today. But 472, I just had a nice stop loss of down to 2 points. Wait, was it 472? Actually 471. So yeah, 471, right above the VWAP. Stop loss of 2 points, so about 469, 468. Yeah, Zoom just went up and away. You know, it did not stop, did not look back. But I think I exited with this red candle. So that was a let's say 8 points winner in ZM with about 50 shares. So about $300 made in ZM today. I did take another entry here at the breakout to the new high. So you can see it peaked at this area during the day. I took an additional amount of shares here. I wanted it to break out. It gave me like a point or so, but then it pulled back. So at this point, the market was really selling off. So that's about 327. It was selling off right here. It came down the VWAP. So I didn't like ZM anymore. So I exited. I didn't lose money on ZM, but I didn't make as much. I didn't make as much profit. However, this would have been a beautiful entry on ZM. You can see it broke the high of the day. So here's how you look at it. You first start here, came down, eventually retest that high of day, that level, 480. Retested that, failed, moved down, retest, failed, moved down a little bit. Now tried a second time, or actually not second time, tried 1, 2, 3, third time. Tried to break that to 480 level for the third time. At this point, I would have had a very nice entry on ZM here, but actually I was occupied with BABA at this point in day, so I didn't take ZM. But you would have had a 2 point stop loss and look at the risk reward ratio. The risk would have been 2 points, and the reward is actually close to 5 points. So this is a very nice, this would have been a very nice trade if I wasn't occupied in BABA. But regardless, this is the type of things that we look at when we do day trading, is look at patterns, look at breakouts, look for shorts, and you have really nice and tight stop losses, targets. The most important thing with day trading is having a plan. You want to know when you want to enter a stock, for what price, the reason for entering, a loss, expected loss if your plan doesn't work out, so you always know how much you're willing to lose, as well as a profit, a target profit, so how much you can get out of this trade, how much you're willing to get out of the trade. So that is about day trading. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you would be kind enough to like and subscribe to the video, that would be very much appreciated. Thank you, and see you again soon.